Alrighty, let's see here. We got a game from Nebuchadnezzar and MVP here, and they have requested a casting of this game. So we are here today on Onyx Cauldron, one of my favorite maps, to get a good idea of what these guys are doing. Excuse me, about to sneeze. Oh, excuse me. Jaws got all the knowledge and lots of experience, but none of the mechanics. All right. Nebuchadnezzar going for
subscription, Commander.
Oh.
You are that
Appreciate
hero.
that. Thank you for the resubscription project. Appreciate it. You've been with us for 2 months. Let's go. Got MVP opening up here in a Armada bot lab. I feel like Armada's been getting a lot more use lately in the 1v1s since the update with the pawns. They're a lot more viable. We've got a Cortex lab coming out with Nebuchadnezzar. Nebuchadnezzar has been gaining ranks in the 1v1 at 34 OS now. He has 3 grunts coming out, 1 grave robber. MVP went for a slightly quicker lab, skipping his second mechs there. Hopefully that doesn't bite him later on. He's going for a 3 tick opening, it looks like, into res bots. And on the other side, we got the 3 grunts running out here. No construction bots out yet at this time. We got 1 tick doing exploration and a fight command into the enemy base. Probably checking the expansion here. And we got another tick coming around on this side. I didn't even see. Doing a fight command into the back line. The 3 grunts are off to the front here. And 3 more ticks coming up behind. Going to be doing some more aggression. Good kill on this mechs. A little bit of damage with the explosion there. And we're going to be guarding the expansion over here. Lots of ticks coming out and a couple pawns being added into the mix. MVP has a bit more energy production and a little bit more metal production as well. And he's finally getting his first construction bot out. Doing some good harassment with these ticks. Just being really pesky. Hard to keep track of. This grunt not quite having enough power. It looks like Nebuchadnezzar has been e-stalling quite a lot this game. You might want to think of getting a bit more wind turbines, as e-stall is pretty tough there. He's already calling it a GG, but I'm not sure if that's a legitimate GG or maybe just a reactionary GG. Tick is S tier for sure. Incredibly strong. Excellent. More of the ticks coming into play. Pushing. They gotta be careful. Grunts are actually pretty good at taking out ticks if the ticks are caught like off guard and out of range, because they do outrange slightly. But they're not quite as good at taking out ticks as the pawn is, for sure. The pawn definitely has a bit better attack since it has so many shots being laid down. The commander taking a little bit of a breather here. We got a little bit of expansion forming. Some light laser towers going up to protect the expansion. Obviously planning on being harassed and defending it. Some res bots, some more res bots going for resurrection here. Definitely good to see, as MVP is metal stalled. Both teams actually very metal stalled at the moment. Ticks hiding up into the mountains to avoid being found, and ready to leak in at a moment's notice, doing plenty of damage on this constructor. He will be going down. Oh, never mind. They run off, leaving him to fight another day at 6% HP. The tick coming in, getting some harassment on those back mechs. Just a constant back and forth with Nebuchadnezzar over there. Probably would be worth to build 1 light laser turret in the back. That's what like 4th time this had to been rebuilt. He does have a very massive army of grunts now. The question is, can he outscale? Because right now he is pretty far behind on metal. He right now Pete has twice as much metal income. Those ticks just constant bombardment, having to replace mexes. Ooh, this grunt's probably gonna get shut down actually. That's surround damage. Oh, a little bit of miss micro there, and the grunt survives. The ticks! My goodness, that is an OP strategy. If you ever play this map, hide some ticks in the back line. They're crazy strong. We got some kills on the front line here, trying to get this constructor. I think Nebuchadnezzar might be busy back at base. Doesn't see that potential there. That constructor escapes with his life. He's getting chased down here though. Don't know if he's gonna make it. Yeah, he's gone for. Another tick wave coming in, trying to get to the back line. Actually targeting these 2 expansions we see. These guys are just watching, waiting to see if there's an early expansion coming into the mountainous terrain. Does not appear to be so. Ooh, we have some Centurions. That's going to stop any pressure that Nebuchadnezzar can do with those grunts. Centurions going to be very strong against grunts, shutting them down very easily. Massive pile of ticks coming in. We did manage to get 1 grunt in the back line, but not really doing the damage required. MVP now stalling on energy, and Neb stalling on energy as well. Here we go. Excellent value. Wiping out these ticks with these grunts, but they do manage to get the constructor. The economies are still very lopsided, with MVP at a total of 10 metal per second. Whereas Nebuchadnezzar is down to 2 and 4, as I think he is e-stalling a bit as well, which is definitely not helping his metal situation. Wind speed is starting to kick back up, so we see a decent amount of energy boost from that, but it's a tough game here for Nebuchadnezzar. Ticks trying to sneak in. There's a massive line of grunts going to be stopping them relatively easily there. But the Centurions are pushing forward. This is going to be a tough force to deal with. Really helping with the map control for MVP here. We're starting to get some build power up. Good to see. Yeah, MVP's economy is in an excellent position. Resurrecting all of the units that are killed in his base. Definitely a great plan if you have the energy to do so. Here we have a massive grunt wave coming across the field, trying to sneak into the center area. None of us really could expand. Yeah, there's a lot of back and forth here. A lot of back and forth on expansion. You can see Nebuchadnezzar's got his first real expansion there, and the second one's still being created. Centurion slow rolling in. I don't know what response we're going to have to be able to deal with this. This is going to be a tough fight. Nebuchadnezzar just grunts on repeat, grunts on repeat. Even in large numbers, grunts will be able to shut down this army here. They have a total of 8,000 or 800 metal. Unfortunately, these grunts are getting gunned down for free. That's obviously not a good play. Nebuchadnezzar might actually have to degun these Centurion, as they're being very well microed, whereas his grunts are just dying. Oh, so frustrating to see. But we are going to get some good value with these grunts here. Total of 300 metal. Really quite strong, wiping out a decent... Yeah, wiping out all the Centurion quite well, honestly. Not too bad. Oh, and then the ticks come in and harass the back line. Ooh, doing massive damage here to the economy. A good energy economy hit there. But the energy is still lopsided, I think, for Nebuchadnezzar. Yeah, they're almost tied on energy. And they're actually leveling out on metal income at the moment. Both teams did a decent raid on the back line. Oh, Nebuchadnezzar calls it there. I don't know if that was really the play. He could have potentially come back. Their economies were pretty close to the same size, but that is it. Good fight, good skirmish. Well done.